Hi guys, happy Halloween and welcome back to Wicked Nights. I have to say this before we start. I'm so sorry for the mistakes I make writing this. There's one mistake in specific that I have to say before the video starts. The only time where SakuAtsu is wearing his mask is when Itachiyama arrives at the gym. When they start playing and the moments after that the SakuAtsu appears, he's not wearing his mask, okay? I was just so tired when writing this, and I'm tired right now when editing this. I have to work in 4 hours. It's 3 in the morning here where I live. So let's stop talking and start the video finally. Enjoy the show.
The sun's already low when classes finally end. Students spill out of the school in lazy waves, but 3 figures stand out: Atsumu, Osamu, and Suna. Bags slung over their shoulders, still in uniform, heading toward the gym. Atsumu groans, stretching his arms above his head. Man, why do teachers suddenly remember we exist right before a match? Osamu smirks. Maybe cause you sleep through half their classes. Maybe cause they love me. Suna doesn't even look up from his phone. No one loves you. Atsumu snorts, elbowing him lightly. You do. Suna finally glances at him, expression flat. That's debatable. Osamu laughs, the sound echoing down the hallway. The 3 of them step outside, the air's crisp, heavy with the smell of rain. Somewhere in the distance, you can already hear the muffled sound of volleyballs being hit in warm-ups. They walk the familiar path to the gym, sneakers squeaking against the floor as they step inside. The rest of the team's already there, Kita stretching quietly in one corner, Aaron joking with Jin, the twins falling into rhythm with the noise around them. Coach gives them a quick nod. You're late. We're fashionably late, Atsumu says, grinning. Warm up before I change my mind about letting you start. That shuts him up. They drop their bags, start stretching and passing the ball. The noise, the energy, the familiar rhythm, it's grounding. Almost enough to make Atsumu forget who they are up against today. Almost. Suna catches his eye mid-pass. You good? Course I am. Right. Then why've you been looking at the door every 2 minutes? Atsumu blinks. No reason. Suna just hums, like he already knows. The sound of sneakers and bouncing balls fills the gym. Inarizuki's rhythm is sharp, almost intimidating in its own right. Fast sets, precise spikes, the twins showing off as usual. Everything feels normal. Until it doesn't. The doors at the far end of the gym slide open. The noise dies down almost instantly. Atsumu doesn't have to look to know who it is. He feels it first. That heavy, unshakable awareness crawling under his skin. Still, he looks. Because of course he does. Itachiyama walks in as a unit, calm, steady, too composed. Their uniforms flash a familiar green and white, and leading the group, quiet but magnetic as ever, is SakuAtsu. His hair's tied slightly higher today. Mask still on, sleeves rolled, eyes sharp as a blade. He doesn't look around much, doesn't need to. The air bends a little around him anyway. Atsumu freezes mid-pass. The ball slips past his hands and hits the floor with a dull thud. Osamu sighs. And there it is. Suna grins. Told ya. Round 2. Atsumu ignores them, swallowing hard. Shut up. But his voice comes out rough, unconvincing. SakuAtsu's gaze sweeps lazily across the court, over Kita, Aaron, Osamu, and then lands on him. Just for a second. 1 second too long. It's not even a glare. Not a smile, either. Something in between, cold, unreadable and knowing. And in that flicker, Atsumu realizes he's not the only one remembering that night. The corners of SakuAtsu's eyes crinkle slightly, like he's holding back a smirk beneath the mask. Then he looks away, already talking to Komori. Atsumu's chest feels like it's been punched. He forces a laugh. He didn't even say hi. Osamu snorts. Would you prefer if he did? In front of everyone. Atsumu shrugs, pretending he's fine. I don't care either way. Sure you don't. Coach calls them all over for warm-up drills, but Atsumu barely hears it. His heartbeat drowns out the rest. He catches one last glimpse of SakuAtsu stretching with his team, and it's infuriating how good he looks doing something so normal. Focus, Osamu mutters beside him. Trying. But they both know he's lying. The two teams start warming up on opposite sides of the gym. Passing, setting, spiking, the steady rhythm of discipline and focus. It's supposed to be routine. It's supposed to calm him down. It doesn't. Atsumu tries to focus on the ball, but every sound seems louder than it should. The echo of shoes on the floor. The soft smack of Sakusa's serves on the other side. Even his damn breathing feels too loud. Yeah, tense, Osamu murmurs, tossing him another ball. I'm not. Yeah, about to snap the ball in half. Atsumu huffs, shaking his hands out. Mind your own warm-up, Samu. Suna walks by, towel over his shoulders. You two flirting or fighting? Shut it, Suna. Just asking. He smirks and joins Aaron for blocking drills. Atsumu rolls his shoulders, forcing himself to move. The more he focuses on drills, the less he thinks. Or so he hopes. But then it happens. A serve flies just a bit too far, bouncing across the middle line, rolling right into Itachiyama's side. Before anyone else can react, Sakusa steps forward and picks it up. Their eyes meet again. He turns the ball in his hands once, glancing at it like he's debating something. Then, with deliberate calm, he walks toward the middle line, toward Atsumu. Every step is slow, intentional, and Atsumu can't move. Sakusa stops right in front of him, the half-court line cutting between them like a fault line. Yours, he says simply, voice smooth than ever. Atsumu's mouth goes dry. Thanks. Sakusa doesn't hand the ball right away. He holds it out just a little too long, their fingers almost brush when Atsumu finally takes it. Almost. The corner of Sakusa's eye twitches, like he notices the hesitation. Try not to lose it again, he says, and turns away. Atsumu stares at his back, jaw tight. Cocky bastard. Osamu, passing by, yeah, love that about him. Do not. You so do. Atsumu throws the ball at Suna's legs, missing on purpose. Keep talking, I'll serve straight at your head. But he's not fooling anyone. The heat under his skin doesn't fade. Not even when he finally looks away. Warm-up blurs into the whistle. The moment the ball's in play, the gym transforms, noise, light, movement, all crashing together. Every serve, every block, every set burns with adrenaline. Inarizaki leads early. Their tempo's faster, sharper, the twins in sync. Kita calling plays like a metronome. He sets perfectly, the ball arcs just right, Osamu slams it down. They pull ahead. 1 point. Then 2. Atsumu feels it, that spark, that rhythm only he and his team understand. And maybe that's why he doesn't notice the eyes watching him from across the net. The serve changes. Itachiyama's turn. Sakusa steps forward. He rolls his shoulders once, adjusts his mask, and for just a second looks straight at Atsumu. It's nothing, really. A glance. A flicker of focus. But it's enough to twist something deep in Atsumu's stomach. The ball cuts through the air like a blade. A perfect, heavy serve. Atsumu moves for it, late, but confident. He's done this 1,000 times. Only this time, he can feel Sakusa's gaze on him. The same calm, knowing stare that cornered him that night outside. The one that made him lose his words. He hesitates. For half a second. And that's all it takes. The ball slips past his fingers. Hits the floor. Point for Itachiyama. The next few rallies blur. Atsumu's jaw tightens, movements stiffer, too sharp, chasing control that keeps slipping through his hands. And every time he glances across the net, Sakusa's already watching. Not smirking. Just knowing. Itachiyama closes the gap. 18-18. Then 20-20. Inarizaki's rhythm falters, the tension thickens. Another serve. Another perfect play from Itachiyama. Sakusa spikes, hard, fast, and right between the twins' block. The ball hits the floor with a sound that feels final. Match point. Atsumu dives, too late again, the whistle shrieks through the noise. Itachiyama wins. For a moment, no one moves. Then Sakusa just exhales, calm as ever, turning toward Komori for a low 5. Atsumu's still on one knee, staring at the floor, heartbeat loud enough to drown everything else. He doesn't look up until the sound of footsteps stops right in front of him. Sakusa's voice is quiet, controlled. Guess you finally lost one, huh? Atsumu looks up, breath catching, eyes locked on him. Sakusa tilts his head just slightly, the faintest curve on his lips. Try not to make it a habit. He walks off. And Atsumu stays there, jaw clenched, pulse burning. The kind of loss that feels nothing like defeat, and everything like obsession. The noise of the gym fades behind him, replaced by the hollow hum of the locker room. Atsumu sits on the bench, towel over his head, jaw tight. He's not even sure what he's angry at, the loss, himself, or that damn look Sakusa gave him before walking away. He goes to the locker room to think and stay alone for a little bit, but not long enough. The door creaks open. He doesn't look up. Locker's taken. I don't need a locker. The voice is low. Calm. Too calm. Atsumu drops the towel, blinking up, and there he is. Sakusa. Mask still on, uniform damp with sweat, standing by the doorway like he owns the air in the room. Atsumu straightens slowly. What? Came here to rub it in. Sakusa steps closer, the door clicking shut behind him. If that's what you think I do for fun, pretty much fits your vibe, Atsumu mutters. Then you don't know my vibe very well. He says it like a challenge, like a secret he's daring Atsumu to figure out. For a moment, silence. The sound of water dripping somewhere in the distance. Atsumu can feel his pulse behind his ears. You played well, Sakusa says finally. Atsumu scoffs. Yeah, sure, real well. Lost 'cause I got distracted. Sakusa hums. Distracted by what? That's when Atsumu looks up, eyes sharp. You're really gonna ask that? Sakusa tilts his head, the faintest spark in his eyes. I like hearing you say it. Atsumu exhales through his nose, trying not to laugh, trying not to react. You think too highly of yourself. And yet you still looked at me every time you missed. That one hits too close. Atsumu stands, closing the distance until they're face to face, barely a breath between them. Maybe I just wanted to see what kind of face you make when you win, he says, voice low. Sakusa's eyes darken, amused, dangerous. Do you like it? Atsumu doesn't answer. The silence between them hums like electricity, the air sharp and hot. Sakusa takes a slow step closer, lowering his voice until it brushes against Atsumu's skin. Careful, Mia. You keep looking at me like that, I might start thinking you want something. Atsumu's throat tightens. And if I do? Sakusa's hand twitches. Not quite touching, but close enough that Atsumu can feel the heat of it through the air. Then that faint, knowing smile returns. Then maybe you should stop hiding it. And with that, Sakusa turns away, walking out as quietly as he came. The door shuts. Atsumu's left standing there, pulse racing, hands trembling against his knees, mind spinning with every word he didn't say. The smell of sweat and floor wax still clings to him. Atsumu's sprawled across his bed, eyes half open, mind running in loops he can't stop. Then maybe you should stop hiding it. He turns onto his side, staring at the wall like it might give him an answer. It doesn't. His phone buzzes once. He ignores it. Then again, and again. He groans, reaching for it, ready to tell Osamu to stop sending whatever garbage meme he found this time. But the name on the screen freezes him. Sakusa Kiyumi. His breath catches. For a full 5 seconds, he just stares, like maybe the screen's lying. Then he unlocks it. You free Saturday evening? Dinner. 7 p.m. Don't be late. That's it. No punctuation beyond what's necessary. No hint of tone. No reason. Atsumu blinks, sitting up so fast he nearly drops the phone. Dinner. Like, actual dinner? Silence answers him. He scrolls back, half expecting another message, something like Team Thing or Komori will be there too. Nothing. He stares harder, as if the phone's gonna start explaining itself. It doesn't. The door creaks open. Osamu leans on the frame, pancakes still in his mouth. Yeah, talking to yourself again. Atsumu jumps. Mind your own business. Osamu squints, eyes flicking to the phone in Atsumu's hand. Who texted ya? Nobody. Suna's voice drifts lazily from the couch down the hall. If it's Sakusa, blink twice. I'm gonna kill both of ya, Atsumu hisses, clutching the phone to his chest. Osamu finishes eating his pancake, and with his mouth full says, so it is Sakusa, shut up. Osamu laughs, heading back toward the living room. Don't forget to wear something clean if it's a date. It's not a date. But the way Atsumu's heartbeat spikes says otherwise. He stands and makes his way to the bathroom, staring at the message again, the clean, commanding lines of it. Dinner. 7 p.m. Don't be late. He presses his palm against his chest, half laughing, half panicking. He turns on the shower. The sound of running water fills the tiny bathroom, steam curling up the mirror until the world blurs into white noise. Atsumu leans against the tiled wall, head bowed, eyes shut. The hot water hits his skin hard, punishment, not comfort. He's been standing here too long, but he can't turn it off. Every time he blinks, he sees him. Sakusa under the Halloween lights, that dark black suit, the mask, the way he looked at him like he already knew what Atsumu was thinking. Then the game today. Sleeves rolled up, jaw tight, sweat glinting down his neck. That calm, lethal focus. God. Atsumu presses his palms against the wall, breath shaky. It's infuriating how clear it all is. The way Sakusa's eyes lingered on him before serving, like a dare. The way his voice dropped in the locker room, smooth, cold, too close. Then maybe you should stop hiding it. That line keeps slicing through his brain. He tilts his head back, water hitting his face, heart beating way too fast. He hates that it makes him feel like this, hot, restless, wanting. He hates that Sakusa probably knows. He slams a hand against the wall, the sound echoing off the tile. Damn it, he mutters, jaw tight. Why's he gotta be like that? He tries to think about the match, about strategy, anything that isn't the way Sakusa's hand almost brushed his when he handed over that ball. But it's useless. Every detail loops, rewinds, sharpens. The slight tilt of Sakusa's head. That voice, low, steady, teasing. The kind of confidence that seeps under your skin and stays there. Atsumu laughs once, bitter, breathless. I'm losing my mind. The steam fogs everything over until it feels like the world's closing in. He drags his fingers through his wet hair, staring at his reflection in the mirror, blurred, red-eyed, wrecked. Get a grip, he tells himself. It's just dinner. Just dinner. But the thought doesn't stick. Because the truth is, it's not just dinner. It never was. The water stops. Silence rushes in, heavy and too loud. Atsumu stands there for a second, dripping, chest rising and falling like he just finished a match. He grabs a towel, runs it through his hair, still muttering to himself. Get a grip, Mia. He's just a guy. Just a, really, really good looking guy who knows exactly what he's doing to ya. He cuts himself off with a groan. Oh my god, shut up. The bathroom light flickers faintly as he steps out into his room, damp hair clinging to his neck. He drops the towel onto the floor, reaching for his phone, mostly to distract himself. Another notification blinks on the screen. Same name. Same cold precision. Sakusa Kiyumi. His stomach flips. He unlocks the phone with wet fingers. Saturday's place is decided. 8 p.m. instead. Wear something decent. That last line hits like a slow, controlled punch. Wear something decent. Atsumu repeats out loud, voice breaking between disbelief and panic. What's that even mean? He stares at the screen, at those 3 little lines, perfectly phrased, impossible to read. No emoji. No context. Just Sakusa being Sakusa. He throws himself backward onto the bed, towel barely hanging onto his waist, phone resting on his chest. The message glows in the dim room. His brain's a mess of static and heartbeat. He actually expects me to show up. He changed the time. He wants me to look good. He presses the phone to his face and groans again. Yeah, killing me, Kiyumi. For a long time, he just lies there, staring at the ceiling, fighting the urge to reread those messages 100 times. It's no use. He's already too far gone. Atsumu stares at the screen again. The words blur, then sharpen, then blur again. He's been thinking about it for 10 minutes, what to say, if he should say anything at all. He bites his lip, thumbs hovering over the keyboard. Backspace. Type. Delete. Type again. Finally, he just exhales and lets his fingers move. You always text people like yeah their boss? Or is this a special kinda torture just for me? He hesitates, watching the little delivered sign pop up. No typing bubble, of course. He groans, running a hand through his hair. Great real smooth, Mia. But then, his phone buzzes. Depends. Are you the kind who listens when told what to do? Atsumu just stares at that reply. Blank. Heart doing double time. He tries to laugh it off, Fails. His fingers move before his brain catches up. Depends what you tell me to do. He hits send. Instant regret. Adrenaline is rushing through Atsumu's body. And the phone buzzes again. Oh, you'll see.